You know, as long as we've got our sleeves rolled up and we're vaccinating viruses. Hello again, everyone. I'm Eli's dad with Project Eli, where we educate and lead and inspire. And as long as we are doing some vaccinating right now, we've got our sleeve rolled up. I hope you don't have your trousers rolled down. Sometimes you need a shot there more than you need it in the arm. Okay? Keep in mind that the degree of negative effect varies from person to person. When you test positive, you may be asymptomatic, have a few symptoms that linger, have a few that disappear, or some that put you in a coma, make it difficult to breathe, or even cause death. That's when you got to decide, do I need a shot in the arm or a shot in the... Now, as long as you have your sleeve rolled up, let's talk about acquiring some new antibodies. And before I get started with that, I want to thank a gentleman named Tim Denning, who wrote an article called "Do These Things That Require Zero Talent to Improve Every Area of Your Life." You can improve yourself, but these things don't take talent. All they take is want to. So we're getting vaccinated. Let's develop some antibodies. First thing, show up with high energy. Tony Robbins tells us energy is not only the basis of our existence, it is the fuel that makes everything in our lives real and possible. You know, your energy level is something you can control. You can choose to show up with high levels of energy, and when you do, people don't forget you that easily. Energy is infectious. Everybody wants to be near the energy center that lights up a room, or better still, can be completely silent and still radiate energy. Energy is life. Do what you promise. You know, when someone promises to do something for me, it's very rare that they ever do. And I hate following up. Hey, did you do this? You do this, you do this. Here's a tip for you. Do more than what you're asked to do. Doing what you say is the least that you can do. The superpower is when you deliver more than what you promised. This creates raving fans and a support network of people who will respect you and do anything they can to be in your orbit. Undersell what you can do and then over-deliver on it. Respect people's time. Wasting a person's time is worse than stealing candy from children. A person can never get their time back. Once your time is spent, it's gone, it's history. You can't relive the moment right now or even ever again. So treat people's time with respect, and before you start talking with somebody, ask them if they have a minute to spare, if they can talk with you. Do you have some time to chit-chat a bit? Extend that courtesy. Here's some more information that will help you in that area. Give people some of their time back. In a business scenario, when you can give someone time back in their day, they love you for it. If you can end a meeting early, don't stretch it out just to stretch it out. End the meeting early. Give people their time back. Be on time yourself. You know, one of the things that I learned from my mentor Bob Anderson, and this is just common courtesy, he always used to say, if you're not 15 minutes early, you're late. And it's called Lombardi time, after football coach Vince Lombardi, because if he had a practice with the Packers and they were not 15 minutes early, they were late. Be a little bit early. Be on time. It shows respect. Conversely, when you show up late, it's disrespectful. Be open to feedback. You've got to take down the barrier, because the natural tendency for we as human beings is, when someone starts to critique us, is to assume a defensive posture. Well, I did it because of this, I did it because of that. So you've got to take that guard down to allow other people's feedback to penetrate and give it some thought. Your initial reaction is always, yeah, I had my reason for this, I had my reason for that. But keep your mouth shut, take the feedback, and think about it, and see it from their perspective, and see if you can improve. Feedback is the breakfast of champions. Some people choose to sit down and have a bowl. Some people push the bowl away. All they want is sweets. You can't be that way. If you want to improve yourself, you've got to enjoy the breakfast of champions, feedback. You've got to do the work. You know, there are many queue jumpers in life. They want to skip at doing the hard work and get results faster than everybody else. They're not willing to pay the price with effort. You know, the thing that really is personally bugs the heck out of me is I see on YouTube and I see in articles, so on, all the time, where people take a book like Think and Grow Rich and they summarize it in 2 minutes. The book is short enough as it is, but they summarize the book in 2 minutes. Take the time to read the whole book. Take the time to get a flavor of the nuances that the author is presenting to you. Remember, when you're reading a book like that, it represents hours and days and months and years of the author's time that he or she is condensing for you to help you to advance a little bit more quickly. So already that's happening. But if you even shorten that more, come on, you know, insert common sense. And I'm not just talking about books. When you've got to do the work. There's no substitute for it. Yeah, there's always ways to model and advance but prevent you from making mistakes, but you've got to do the work. Work on your body language. You know, people, myself included, even though I tell myself you can't be like that, are always influenced by the first impression when they see somebody. When you see somebody and they got their head down like this, it's like, uh-oh. Don't be that person. Work on your body language. Stand up straight. Have a smile on your face. Have confidence. And you know what? Even when you don't know what you're doing, still have that confidence in yourself that you're going to get the job done. And show that in your posture. That's a reflection that people take a look at and they make judgments on. That's one of the antibodies you definitely want to have. Additionally, to help you with that is a positive mental attitude. Hey, how do you feel after somebody complains to you, or when somebody blames everybody around them, or when someone tells you, hey, the world is completely against me? Let me give you a hint. You feel like crap. You know why? Because negativity sucks the life out of people. There's so much negativity in the world already. It doesn't take any talent to buck that trend and be positive. All it takes is a little effort. You got to try and see the world better than it is and show up with a smile rather than that kind of a face. People buy into your life when they like how you see the world. A small number of people out there will always going to enjoy the worldview that says, hey, we're really screwed here. Those aren't the people you want to hang around with. If all you do is deploy some positivity, you're ahead of the game with so many people around you are overcome by their undisciplined mind of negative thoughts. How do you do that? We've talked about this before. Quiet thinking time. Envisioning achieving your burning desire. Feel it, smell it, taste it, touch it. Yes, you've reached the promised land. See it, feel it, and then go get it. Be positive. Inject passion. If you're not passionate about the work that you're doing, you're probably doing the wrong type of work, because work that you enjoy brings out your natural passion. Passion is what shows people that you care. When you're not passionate, you push people away that could make your life interesting. Sometimes those very people can become your friends for life. And that could be the best part of a regular job. Passion is the compass. It points you in the right direction. You know, if I can't shut you up about basketball, Eli, then I know what you're passionate about. What can't people shut you up about? Where does your passion lie? Go a little bit further. You know, in life, we all hit a brick wall from time to time. You're ready to give up. You've tried everything. You're at rock bottom. The world looks dark. Strangers dim your light. You can't see. Your vision is blurry. You don't believe in yourself anymore. What can you do that requires zero talent? Go a little bit further than your breaking point. Make your reach be greater than make your grasp be greater than your reach. That's easy for me to say. Take the pain that's involved with it and just go a smidgen further. You owe it to yourself to see how far you can really go. And the last thing I want to talk to you about today is life can be a frustrating mess. And when it is, sleep on it. Don't allow yourself to get super wound up, super frustrated, and to take emotional action. One of the things that keeps you in the right space is controlling your emotions, your negative emotions especially. Positive emotions, all right, you want those that are contagious, but emotions can be contagious, good or bad. Make good judgments. If you're speaking entirely from your emotions, in many cases it's going to come back and bite you on the backside. You're upset, you're annoyed, someone said something bad, some activities happen that's bad. Go home, get a little extra sleep on it, wake up the next morning, you'll be looking at things from a more logical perspective. And when you look at things from a logical perspective, your results always turn out to be better. Okay? All right. So, first of all, once again, big shout out to Tim Denning for his article. Tremendous article. Want to point out to you, getting the vaccination anyway, hey, let's vaccinate ourselves with these antibodies so that we can improve and become the person that we want to become and receive the fruits that we desire and we deserve. And because we're never going to end a meeting on a philosophical note, let's get out there and charge! I'm Eli's dad.